Hutchins.
Sarah.
Thank you guys for judging today. I appreciate it. Thank you for timing. Tomorrow, many of us are looking forward to celebrating Mother's Day with our mommies. We will tell them and show them how much we love them and appreciate all that they have done and continue to do for us. As I was preparing this speech, I got to thinking about those mothers who will miss out on the celebration because their babies' lives were lost as a result of abortion. How they must hurt. Many times we fail to acknowledge that 2 lives are at stake when an abortion is performed. Often we allow ourselves to focus solely on the tragedy of the lost children of the abortion holocaust, while there are post-abortive mothers struggling with life themselves who need attention. The lives of the unborn need to be defended, but there are 2 lives involved in this devastating practice. Why should twice as many lives be lost? In my speech today, we will consider abortion in the context of the surviving mothers. First of all, what is abortion? Let's get a better idea of what our discussion today will be focusing around. For the purpose of this speech, I will define abortion with Oxford American Dictionaries as the deliberate termination of a human pregnancy. Therefore, a post-abortive woman is a woman who has lost a child from a decision to end her pregnancy. Approximately 42 million abortions are performed every year worldwide. When we consider that at least twice as many lives are in danger due to this practice, we must be compelled to be part of the solution. While nothing can be done for the innumerable children who have been aborted, much can be done in order to care for their post-abortive mothers. So what effect does abortion have on women? The destructive decision directly affects everyone involved, but mothers in particular. Many women survive abortion with serious negative effects. Although mothers may feel they are making the right decision at the time of their abortion, there are real consequences, both physical and psychological, that result from this choice. To name just a few of their struggles, many post-abortive women are haunted by flashbacks, feelings of guilt, depression, and suicidal thoughts or acts. A woman's extraordinary guilt over her choice to abort can lead her to be so depressed that she'd rather die than go on. It was psychologist Vincent Roux who rightfully noted, quote, "Abortion has a painful aftermath, regardless of the woman's religious beliefs or how positive she may have felt beforehand about her decision to abort." End quote. This traumatizing experience leaves them without hope of freedom, prisoners to the event until they find healing. How can post-abortive women experience recovery? While ultimately it takes the work of Christ, J.C. Wilk, M.D., proposes 5 steps to treatment for women. First, it is important that they acknowledge their problems. Remaining in denial will make matters worse. After admitting to her choice and the consequences of it, a mother should then grieve over her loss. Seeking God and His forgiveness will also help in the healing. Symptoms are often alleviated after this step, and the mother may have stability and peace in her life again. The last 2 steps are forgiving others and forgiving herself. The others she may need to forgive are those who contributed to the success of the abortion: the doctor who performed it, the person who paid for it, the people who talked her into it. Forgiving herself is often the most difficult step, but if she will do it by her own desire, the trauma of the experience may be relieved. But what have these steps got to do with us? How can we help minister to post-abortive women? Wilk goes on to point out that these women also greatly benefit from love, support, and encouragement from others who are willing to listen and lend a shoulder for crying on. It is a long and difficult journey that would be near impossible for any individual to take by himself. But before these women can count on our help, we first need to analyze our own convictions and feelings towards abortion. Many of these women feel ostracized for their decision to abort. Why is that? Probably the most prominent reason people find it difficult to reach out to and love these women is because we know the act of abortion to be wrong. Too often, we are quick to condemn others for their wrongdoing without taking into account our own failings. But we need to be reminded that abortion is a symptom in some of a problem that's inherent in every individual. In John 8:2-11, the Pharisees brought an adulterous woman to Jesus, wanting his approval to stone her. But Jesus responded to them by saying, "Let any of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." It is important for us to remember that none of us are any better or more valuable than these women. Once we have cultivated a love for post-abortive women, we are able to minister. This involves, but is not limited to, praying for the healing, renewing, and freedom for them, educating ourselves further on abortion and how it affects these women, and listening to them and being a friend to them. Remember to be patient as these mothers grieve and find healing. But take heart that recovery is more than possible, and there can be benefits to enduring such great pain and sorrow. With a firm foundation, the experience can also be enriching. Richard Tedeschi and Lawrence Calhoun found that the struggle with challenging crises, such as abortion, often leads people later to report an increased appreciation for life, changed priorities, and a richer spiritual life. There's more hope, even better hope, found in the Word of God for women seeking to be free from the after effects of their trauma. Jesus reassures his followers in John 16:33, saying, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." So as we prepare for tomorrow and how we plan on showing appreciation to our mothers, remember those women who would have been mothers prior to their decision to abort, and pray for them and seek to encourage them that their lives may not be lost with those of their children, but that they will find healing and freedom. Thank you.